Mississippi State gets the punt away. Spiraling kick. Ryan Niblett on the return. He had a 75-yarder against Oklahoma. Turns at the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50 down the left sideline. He got an extra block. Ryan Niblett's going to do it again. He had a 75-yard punt return touchdown in the Red River rivalry, and he has another one here from 78 yards to bring Texas within a PAT of tying Mississippi State on the road. Two receivers to the right, offset tight end left, Chapin. Pressured off the right side. He gets away initially. Now scrambling. He's taken down. The ball pops free. It is down at the 35. Recovered by Texas. The Horns spoil homecoming for Mississippi State. They erase a 17-point deficit in the fourth quarter and win it in overtime. 45-38 the final. Couple of tight ends, both Hibner and Maryland in the formation for SMU. Jennings bootlegs right, fakes the throw. Now he's running left, trying to find some space and shovels it to TJ Harden, who's in for the touchdown. A little freelance movement from Kevin Jennings behind the line of scrimmage. That play was designed to go right. He breaks back left and then shovel passes to Harden for 6. Belt tie snap. Prescott with plenty of time. Lofts it. End zone. Jake Ferguson. Covered by Jamal Adams, but it doesn't matter. Fergie into the end zone, and Dallas takes the lead in the fourth. Fourth down and 2 from the 50. Three receivers right, all three of their targets to the right. Smith rushed by Parsons. He couldn't get it away. It was at the foot of DJ Dallas, and the Micah Parsons pressure forces an incomplete pass, and Dallas will hold on to win it at home. Now they put a wide receiver in motion, fake the sweep, has a lead blocker, he turns the corner. Milroe keeps it inside the 10, he'll reach for the pylon. Jalen Milroe with his 18th rushing score has Alabama on the board first in the Iron Bowl. 19-yard touchdown scamper for Jalen Milroe in his final home game of the season. Now back to the shotgun. Lead blockers, Haynes. Here goes Milroe. 10, 5, turns the corner. Too easy for Jalen Milroe. The hat trick on the ground. Nothing new for the Bama quarterback. Hello, everyone. Alongside former ACC Player of the Year and three-time Pro Bowler Tiki Barber, I'm Kyle Youmans. Tim Cates will join us shortly from the Progressive Insurance Studios in Los Angeles. It's 55 degrees and cloudy on a homecoming Saturday on the hilltop. Dallas, Texas, and the SMU Mustangs playing host to the number 10 ranked team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, for their first ever meeting in Dallas. Everything's still in front of the Hurricanes as they enter at 6-1. Their lone loss was in conference play to Louisville 2 weeks ago, while SMU comes off what head coach Rhett Lashley called their worst offensive performance in his time with the Mustangs, a 13-12 defeat on the road against Wake Forest last week. This is a chance, Tiki, for a statement game in the ACC.
It is a statement game, I think, for both of these teams.
SMU's pushed the number 10 team in the country into overtime with negative rushing yards.
I know, it hasn't been the offense has been doing. And Kevin Jennings, you give him credit for all the explosiveness that he's injected in this offense and gotten them in the scoring position, especially off of the turnover. But it's been this SMU defense that has been dominant at moments, especially when they've needed to be. And right now, they're on the field, 25-yard line going in for the University of Miami. And this first possession of overtime, strength against strength in a way.
SMU lost in double overtime at home against Baylor earlier in the season. That was back in week 2. Their last overtime win was against Duke last season. Carson Beck hands it off on the first play from scrimmage. It's to Brown, the tailback, and he spins forward. Good gain on first down. Had a couple lead blockers in front, and he picks up 9.
Yeah, 9 yards, Shamar Brown. And again, second and short, second and 1 or 2. It means you can do whatever you want to from an offensive standpoint. So Miami's got the early advantage here in overtime.
Malachi Toney in the slot with the tight end. Lofton to his left. All the way out is Marion. 3 receivers all to the left as they now motion Lofton left to right. They go back to Shamar Brown on the ground. He makes one move inside, and he has first down yardage. Chopped down at the 12-yard line.
And the fact that we're seeing Shamar Brown means that Mark Fletcher Jr. is likely not returning to this game after the injury that we saw earlier in the fourth quarter. But Shamar Brown has not been a detriment for Miami running the football. Two carries and a first down. Now you're just outside the 10-yard line.
Transfer from North Dakota State, one of 30 Division I players last season to have at least 1,100 rushing yards. A motion Tony. Brown with the carry, bounces to his left, almost got away, but he's tripped up from behind. Looked like Webb maybe got a hand on him. Brown goes to the ground. It's a pickup of 3.
This is Miami's offensive line exercising their will. It's a little bit of split zone play. You have a tight end going across the field, line blocking back the other way, creates a crease for Shamar Brown. He got hung up a little bit, otherwise that cutback lane was wide open, but he still managed to pick up 5 yards on the carry.
It was Imba with the tackle. 2nd down and 6. Motion in the tight end. Back to Brown. He is swarmed behind the line of scrimmage. Keviante Spears, the senior out of Baton Rouge, and a transfer from Memphis with the tackle for loss.
Yeah, and it's been all runs for Miami. Now on 3rd down, you got to believe the touchdown is important. But you can't have the turnover. Turnover loses the game for you, because then all SMU has to do is kick the field goal. So if you're going to throw this ball, you got to be really smart in this tight area to work with.
And this might be the best play call in the book for the Miami Hurricanes offense. 3rd down and 6. Beck with all sorts of time, scanning, looks, throws over the middle. It's intercepted. Ahmad Moses with his 2nd pick of the day, his 5th interception of the season, and there's the turnover for the Mustangs defense.
Exactly what you couldn't do if you're Carson Beck. All day we've seen Carson Beck have time in the pocket, get rid of the ball on time. However, this case, he started to panic. First time today we've seen him. He panics, he throws the ball late across the middle of the field, and Ahmad Moses comes up with a spectacular interception to give SMU a humongous advantage. They still have to go score, but now you just need the field goal.
He has been a difference maker in the Mustangs secondary since his arrival on the Hilltop. He was all ACC last year. He entered the week tied in interceptions with 3. Hard to believe anybody else that's tied for 3 interceptions entering and had 2 today is not leading at the end of this week. One of the best safeties in all of college football just made the play of the season for the Mustangs in the Metroplex. The score still 20-20. Kevin Jennings and the Mustangs back on offense from their own 25-yard line as he takes the quarterback keeper to the right-hand side and just runs out of bounds. There was no real pressure there from the Hurricanes.
Yeah, that was a designed run. Kevin Jennings, just a QB streak to the outside. He's compromised with his ankle, as we talked about earlier in the game, so otherwise he would have turned upfield and maybe tried to make a play to get into the end zone. Miami was compromised on that edge, and they took advantage of it.
Still picks up 5 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 5. The handoff to T.J. Harden. Harden has running room left side. He is taken down by Zachariah Pozier as Pozier ran in front of him and made Harden change direction, and he went back to his help side.
Yeah, that was right. You forced that play back into the inside where your help is, and T.J. Harden did a good job of avoiding the tackle and picking up a couple extra yards, bringing up 3rd and 2. Again, ball security. It's the only thing that matters at this point. You don't need to throw the ball. You don't need the 1st down. Just inside zone, off the right guard, center the ball a little bit. If you get the 1st down, great. If not, kick the field goal and win the game.
3rd down and 2. Harden pushes, needs a little extra help from his offensive line. He may have gotten it. Needed the 15-yard line. He's marked at the 14. It's a 1st down for SMU.
Great job by SMU getting that 1st down. It was exactly as I called it. Off guard, right side. Just do enough to get the 1st down. If not, you kick the field goal. Now you just 3 runs. Keep running the football. They haven't done it all day long, but now it's your best friend.
The SMU crowd getting into it. Rhett Lashley and the Mustang sideline saying, let's cool it a little bit. Now Kevin Jennings helps out by waving his arms up and down. Handoff to Harden again. Harden pushes the pile Solid gain on first down. There's the first run. It picks up 6.
Yeah, I tell you, football's an easy sport when the decision and the outcome is not preordained, because you still have to kick the field goal. But if you can run this ball in without putting the ball at risk, it's what you do if you're SMU. Kevin Jennings is getting a call from the sideline. He's making it in the huddle now.
Jennings again motions to the student section to try and keep it down a little bit. This crowd is ready to explode. Here's the handoff. Harden at the 2, reaches for the goal line. He is short by a yard. It is first down and goal, Mustangs from the goal line.
Again, keep running it. You couldn't do it all day, but Harden just came short, and I worried that he reached that ball out, and it almost came loose. It's close. I mean, they might want to review that, whether it got into the end zone or not, but you know what's happening right now. The ball is going to turn around and hand it off to T.J. Harden.
Jennings is in the shotgun. Harden to his right. SMU hands it to Harden. Harden has all sorts of running room. He's in. The Mustangs win it. It's hysterics on the hilltop as they tumble. Number 10, 26-20, the final score in overtime.